Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 153 of our Auction Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode, we have quite a bit of our work cut out for us. We're going to let it roll kind of how we talk, and we're going to kind of figure out what we need to kind of figure out and work on in this episode. So right now, we have plenty of these artifacts. We have a few more to get. I believe it's 2 more for the ones that are non-terrestrial, the ones that are from space. So we have 8 out of 10, and we need 2 more that we found in space. So we are going to send our rockets out again in a moment. I'm going to see where we are at right now. We are, okay, we're in the process of delivering the rover again, right? And then we are going to send the rocket, how many tiles we have? We have 5 left, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, we can't make it there. But we do have, we've collected the artifacts here and here. We're gonna collect whatever is in this one, see if it's different than what we had before. I don't know if we collected the artifact yet, but we're gonna send the rocket here and then back home. Let's look at the other rockets that we have in base. We need to make sure that all of these setups are completed. So let's get these over here, and that way they are completed without any issues. We're going to change this one. Cancel. We need a bridge. That way it's accessible. Same thing, we need to move this over a little bit so that way it's all capable of being reached, right? And that's to give us petroleum. That's to give us the water when the water gets in, and then so on. We do need to build on the inside of this rocket still. We haven't changed anything in this one yet. I think we'll wait for a little bit since we already have a rocket that we are going to send. Let's kind of take a look at what we have going on here. Water, that is not good. Let's pull out this. Yeah, they don't lack the plumbing skill. It's the fact that they're not inside of here. So hopefully they can reach this and just grab that out of the plumbing. And if not, we'll mop it up and everything else. Let's take a look at our other Asteroid 2 while we have the moment free. See how everything is doing. We have polluted water continually getting cooled off by this individual steam turbine and aqua tuner setup. That's going all the way down and around, and if we look, everything seems to be cool enough to where it's not overheating, which is the goal here, right? So as this continually goes around and around and around, it should provide that level of cooling that we are looking for. So the next thing that we're going to do with this asteroid, besides keep an eye on everything and make sure we don't get ethanol in the loop ever again, is we need to figure out how to cool this down, probably with its other own setup of steam turbine and aqua tuner setup, like right next to it over here. That way we aren't interfering with the other cooling loops, and it just makes sense to me to provide the cooling behind it, and that's just going to be a lot easier in my opinion here. So that is on the horizon. Let's see if we can change some of how this is right now. We're going to just drop this over kind of like this. And that's going to just drop and go over and down, right? So I think that will be good. Let's look at the cooling. Cooling goes up and over, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then that'll be it. All right, while they fix that up, let's look at our plants. We need to take a look at the balm lily, make sure that it's staying in the temperature range that we need it at. It's at 37.5 degrees. That's plenty to keep it moving. If we need to open the automation here, we could send a green signal if it's not hot enough. Right now it's 36 degrees, so maybe we just change it to below 37. So then this turns on and kind of keeps it a little bit warmer, since we do have it cooling off in the next region over. So that just might be a good idea here. What do we have in this? This is regular water. What's the temperature of that water? 55.2. Okay. You know what we could do? We could actually just change this to granite right here. And that will help keep a barrier of the colder air on this side. That'll help a little bit. It's not going to change this per se, but it's going to help keep the area at a better temperature. So that's why we are going to do that. Okay, that looks good. What's in here? We have hydrogen and hydrogen. So let's take a look at this. Oh wow, that is fantastic. So much hydrogen. I was not expecting that. Let's look at this here. Okay, we have a lot. Yeah, we're getting cold damage because it's not going anywhere. Maybe it would be good. Oh, we have a reservoir. Okay. So let's look at this water over here. We have a little bit of water right there, and then the rest of that is going in and out. I know we aren't producing enough water because this was up here a little higher. So what I think we should do is just cut this off temporarily. That way we push the water through from the other asteroid again. I don't, you know, we were kind of suffocating the water. But like we didn't have enough coming out of the area up here. But now, since we have extra coming from here, it should be fine. So we have cold damage because of all this polluted water going through. Oh, it's taking a minute. Solid carbon dioxide. Woo! All right. We have new printables. What do we have on the printing station? What do we have here? Directlet eggs or shovel eggs? Let's just do directlet eggs. Rocket is in orbit. We do need to send the rover so they can go in and take care of that. Let's look at our star map. Okay, let's deploy the rover. Doesn't really matter where we deploy it. Oh, we can literally deploy it on top of the other one. That's cool. We'll put it right next to it. And then we're going to change this to here. We're going to grab that artifact and then go back home. Let's have some stuff set up for our little robot. There is a little bit of pressure on both sides, so we will need to complete this section. Hopefully, let's repair that as well. Same thing here. Let's deconstruct the other one. Anything we can do to save our duplicate time and energy is probably our best in our best interest, right? All right, so that's copper. Let's look for glass. Okay, there's glass right there. Empty storage. Put that at a higher. No, not sweep. Empty. We're gonna get some of this ore out. That way we can use it. No, not highest priority. There we go. The reason we want this is so we can make a bunch of airflow tiles, right? That would be probably in our best interest. So whenever we run out of sandstone, if we run out of sandstone, then the robot can use the metal ore and put it in place, and then we can make it easier on us overall. So let's go here. Go on the outside as well. There we go. Much better. So we have a lot of stuff for the robot to go through and take care of. Empty the storage, empty the storage. I'm just going to keep putting these up. That way, when the robot runs out of stuff to do, we can always go back and empty all of these. I mean, there should be a bunch elsewhere as well. There's copper here, more copper. Oh, there's another one right there too. Okay. I need to look at that on all of these to make sure we're not missing any. What are we... Oh, they're taking apart the interplanetary load. Okay. Good. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay. Good. Let's make this a higher priority, though. I want all that done before anything else. Yeah, we're getting pressure damage, so they need all this needs to be taken care of first. All right, now that that's squared away, well, we only have we have 3 poke shells, and they are taking care of all of the polluted dirt, right? Because that's all they eat. Eat polluted dirt, slime, and rot piles. So, and then what do they excrete? They excrete sand, which is great. Oh, we've got balloons. I know, my mind is going a million miles a minute. I apologize if I seem a little bit jumpy or topic changing pretty quickly here. I'm just enjoying this game, enjoying this process, and everything that goes along with it. Okay, we don't have... Ah, okay. That's why. We have 2 sections missing right here. There we go. Then we will be able to reach all of the stuff. Let's see if we can... Okay, so we almost have enough for more part or for another diamond operation. I'm thinking, since this area is going to be radioactive constantly, I'm thinking of changing this to be different. And when I say that, I mean like completely different. So what we are going to do is add a couple of these nearby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to add a whole room all the way over like this. Yep. And then we need to have a liquid lock. Okay. So what am I doing here? Well, we are going to pause and make sure that we have enough room. We are going to put lead suits here, and we are going to put another, what is it? A regular suit docking station going out, and then a lead suit going in, right? So I'm going to change the location of the conveyor loader. We're going to put that kind of like, I don't know, maybe it would be better to have it over here, right? That way they go in, boom, and they go back. So I think that that would be a smarter option for that. So we're gonna go over, up, and over. Let's use a bridge. Go back, over and up. And then we need another bridge. No. Yes. Here. And then we can just get rid of this one. And then get rid of the conveyor loader that's right there. And then let's get rid of the ladders. I know, there is another more efficient way to do that, but we're just going to keep it like this for now. Okay. And then we want a ladder system like this. That'll be the highest priority, so we can start here, start there, and keep going. Okay, so once all this is finished up, we probably don't need to worry about that one. Okay, that gives them something to do, so we're gonna add on to this. We'll have a lead suit to go in here into the radiation section. We're gonna turn this off until we have the lead suits in here. Now, if we look at, what is it? We look at, I wonder how simple we can make this, right? If we put, let's look at the stations. If we put a checkpoint in the other direction, like this, would we be able to easily have it on the other section like this as well? Like, could we have it all connected, or does it have to be separate? Oh, there's a lead suit. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Okay, we'll have this going this way, and then the lead suit checkpoint. Oh, they're one higher. Okay. Excuse my changing the way that things are looking. We need to have it 4 high for the lead suit station. Please don't get stuck. We really don't need that right now. Okay. Good. Let's take a look at the other asteroid. What do we have going on? Let's make this the highest priority. We're gonna start really moving things around. Honestly, let's just put it like here, so it drops right above the liquid pump instead of this. We don't need it to be insulated tile though. We'll just use igneous rock. Okay, and then that's going to be the highest priority. I want this done. There we go. That should fix a lot of the waiting time for this to go over here. Don't need that here, don't need that here, but we do need to pick up all this ethanol. What's going on with this water? Nothing. It's just sitting there because this is not going anywhere. This looks good. All this is backed up now. Okay. We stopped our petroleum for a little while. Strictly because we want all this set up for a while. We want to get rid of all of the ethanol if we can. Now that the liquid filter is fixed and the area is getting colder, we should be fine. Okay, and then we have no output, so we need to build just a little pipe section for it to quote-unquote think that it is output. Okay, so that will all get situated. I think we should have one airflow tile, 1 or 2 airflow tiles, like here and here. Yeah, that would probably be wise. That way we don't separate the atmospheres, because we don't really need to separate the atmospheres here. Let's look at the star map. Almost there. Okay, good. That was just a quick check. Let's look at our little robot guy. How are we doing? The slow movement. I wonder if that's because the robot's in the water. Does it use more power when it's in the water? I'm just not sure. Oh, we are grabbing materials. Got it. Okay. As you third robot. All this is getting done relatively quickly. Now that most of that is kind of done, we can get rid of this ladder section, give us some of those materials back, and what else are we going to do? We are going to need a liquid lock, so we have power here. That is super strained. Why? Okay, so what we need to do is check 600 watts. What's on this one? 2.28. Power here. There we go. Now it's not strained anymore. Let's get some of this back. How much is on here? 1560. Plenty of room for the other one. Actually, just a small micro adjustment, and then this is going to be refined carbon. Perfect. Almost like it was meant to be. Okay, and then in here we'll probably just throw a bunch of oxygen. We have it sitting here, right? So it's easy just to go up and over into this once we have an atmosphere room in between the two different liquid locks. We may need to add a ladder system here. I mean, we don't need to, it just makes things easier. Probably slowly get rid of those two. Yeah, I know, we're teetering on the battery cusp. Because we don't have petroleum making the generators now, so once this is not dormant anymore in 20 cycles, this power issue is probably going to be fine. Yeah, let's see here. Here, we're gonna change this so we can have a little bit of power from the petroleum generators just for a little bit. We are generating power, but would be nicer if we were capable of doing a little bit more. We would be producing more hydrogen, but I think part of that is due to the oxygen we have here. We could use that and then cut this pipe here and here. Just vent the extra oxygen for now, and then that'll send the extra hydrogen down in this direction. Because it'll start producing once we get rid of all the extra oxygen in the lines, and then these will start moving, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's good. We do need to add something here. Some automation to the metal refinery. Automation, duplicate sensor. I don't know why I didn't see this earlier. We can't make it here, here, here. Why can't we make it there? Oh, that would be why. Kind of a whoops. Okay. I don't want to have to change that right now, so we'll just leave that alone. It's not a lot of power. What else do we have going on? Let's go back to this other asteroid here. And did they finish most of this? It looks like they did, but we are sending oil in the wrong direction. Let's make that our highest priority. Did they take... No, they did not. Okay. Not configured. Well, you should just have a suit and you should be fine. Okay, good. Let's go back up to the top here. How are we doing on this room? It's getting there. It's almost there. Okay. Well, that's at a pretty high priority. We're gonna do ethanol again. just because it's colder than most of the other stuff. Once this is filled up, then we can start venting oxygen in here. There we go. What is going on here? Let's get rid of that. For some reason, it's stopping the rest of this because it thinks it needs to go here. I see. Because it was both going in the same direction. Now, there we go. Now it's working again. That'll just give us extra hydrogen to use with the hydrogen generators. We only have a little bit of petroleum left. Yeah, we've turned this off just temporarily, right? And then as we get petroleum from the slicksters, it's going to help quite a bit. Has this been going this whole time? Well, at least all of these are getting warmer. I mean, we don't need it to be super cold. What's the sweep only? There we go. That should help. We don't have the materials. Okay, we need to change this to granite. There we go. All right. Now that this stuff is starting to look better, I'm not sure why we're not making these yet. Priorities are all over the place. We should probably just keep all that at the highest priority. That's good. That's okay. Haven't gotten to these yet. Okay, they're still working on it. We're on the lowest speed, so that's kind of why. I keep thinking that we're able to do a lot of the stuff much faster. Okay, let's look at the star map. We've collected the artifact. So now, let's take you, and let's go back home. Let's check on our water asteroid. How are we doing? Our robot is doing well, it appears. Taking care of one section at a time. It kind of seems like this side has a little bit less pressure on the sandstone tiles, for whatever the reason. We aren't going to leave it like this. We're going to do the 3 on each side like we are on this one. But I think we're in a good position. We're almost ready, I would say, to send Dom here. We just need to make sure we have food and we have all those other goodies. So the next time that we provide a rover here, we're going to send another payload with dehydrated food. And then what we are going to need to do is probably use, let's see, food, rehydrator. Where are you? Rehydrator. Okay, we need refined metal and plastic. So the next one we'll need to grab extra plastic and the like. Okay, well, why are you staying in here, weirdo? Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay. That's totally fine, though. Okay, that's good. Let's pick up the rest of these over here. Did that make it the highest priority? It did. Okay, good. Same thing here. Sweep 9. Sweep 9. And sweep 9. Perfect. A lot of this is getting done. Let's move on to second speed since we have a lot of stuff to accomplish. How's the temperature look? So with the polluted water, is it behind that? No, it's not, but it is getting colder. Must be just the material in general that we used. How is this looking? It's not terrible. If we really wanted to dissipate that, why don't we use... Yeah, why don't we use this and make it out of granite? We're just going to throw that in the background, keep that area nice and cold. We could probably do that on each of those sections. Let's make a granite one. We're not having anything fancy. Yeah, we may need to adjust this one though, because we can't do that there. Put that here, and then one right there. Yep, that'll be perfect. So we'll leave those alone, and that should help out tremendously. Okay, now that all of this oil that's coming out of here is going to drop over in this direction, we can mop this up. We can't get there, so we need to get rid of this wall. Yeah, we are going to adjust all of the piping here only because we want a, like I said, we want a separated steam turbine and aqua tuner setup. We're going to have a separate one right next to this, so we do need to clear this out, give us some extra room, and then that will cool off the entire liquid sulfur geyser area on its own. And I want that separated because the polluted water is already probably going to be a little strained keeping these other areas cold, especially when we add those temp shift plates. It's going to be a little bit harder to keep that polluted water at the temperature we need, right? So because it's going over here at -6, -7, and then coming out just from the one right here at 4 and 4.5 and 5 and so on. So that will probably equalize as the oil wells do not have, what am I thinking of here? Like if they stop and they get idle like this over here, because obviously it's not going to rise in temperature. I say that, but it's rising in temperature even though there's nothing really going on there. It's not working or moving. It's probably because of all the stuff nearby. Yeah, all of the atmosphere nearby is pretty hot, so it's keeping it up in temperature. But that's why we are going to separate the other steam turbine and aqua tuner setup just for the liquid sulfur geyser. We're going to treat it like we do for over here. We have, I'm going to pause it for a second. We have our own setup for the hydrogen vent. And if we look at all the materials back here, it's all cold because of the setup we have, right? We want to do something similar to this. That way the heat doesn't transfer outside of the area. Okay, so that's why we're going to do the same thing with the liquid sulfur geyser on the other asteroid. So, super exciting. We're just going to tame all the things. Let's go up to our rockets. I want to send the other one out in a moment. And who is our rocket crew? Rowan. All right, let's do our internal check. We've got temperatures, good. Plumbing, good. Oxygen's okay. Oxygen's good inside of the area. Rooms, good. Food. Food is plentiful. All right. Now, where are we going to go with this rocket? We could go to this one. That's 10 and then 10 back. Right? We'll do that. Let's look at the star map and make sure that there is... No, we can't collect that one. That's why we're checking. Okay, let's go back to the Apollo. Change our destination. So, how much is right here? Well, right here is 8, and that would be 9. So, why don't we go here and reveal the rest of that area? That would be the best thing to do in this case. So we're gonna do that in a moment. We're gonna put the crew here, and okay, all this is almost done. Let's finish this up before we send Rowan on his journey. Okay, we needed oxygen in here anyways, so let's pause. We're gonna need I think 2 suits minimum on each. So let's do stations, lead suit checkpoint. Oh, okay. That's really a lot. So we're gonna do 1 lead suit. Let's make it out of iron because we have a little bit extra iron. Let's go here, lead suit dock, put you here, and then we'll hold off on this Atmos suit checkpoint. We're gonna do just 1 of them. We're not gonna connect them. I don't think that that's gonna be necessary. And then Atmos suit checkpoint, we will throw it here. And then both of these are gonna need oxygen. Look at that, that's perfect. Both of those are gonna need oxygen. So we were going to connect them all up like that. Okay. Higher priority on all this. It just makes sense to me. Oh, we're pulling up all the other materials, that's good. At least they don't have to go all the way down to the bottom for their extra materials. Okay, we are getting plenty more ethanol. Make an actual liquid lock. Look at that. Deliver the suit, please. Now, okay. Why deliver that suit that's right there? Yeah, don't do that, please. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking it. You're taking it down here, aren't you? Okay, so the problem that we're gonna have right now is disable the building. Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was an accident. And there's oxygen here. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We don't have power. Oh. There we go. That will remedy our situation entirely. So we'll have a lead suit, we'll have all of this, and it should be good to go. Since we'll have oxygen and everything else. Then we'll re-enable the checkpoint here. Oh, we're delivering the suit, so that's good. Perfect. Now that all that's getting done, made a mess. Oh, sorry, Rowan. Here, we're gonna let Rowan go figure out his issue. For a moment at least, right? Okay, now we enable this building. Yeah, that'll be perfect. And once all that is filled with oxygen, we will be just dandy. Never used the lead suit docks before, so this is actually pretty exciting that we're making it through this kind of process. Okay, oxygen's getting plentiful in there. Right, looks good. And now we can send it all the way through once this is completely filled up. I'm assuming it'll go all the way when it's backed up. Alright, how are we doing over here? Okay, all this is getting done. Good. Let's get rid of these ladders. We don't need them anymore. Right? We're gonna mop up all this stuff. We don't need to mop up that, but we do need to mop up that one right there. That's gonna be... That is on the highest priority, so that's good. Okay. We did mop up all the extra ethanol that's down there. Super exciting to see that we are making really good progress on a lot of the issues that we were encountering. Well, that's not good. It looks like this is not okay. We're gonna have to keep this as regular tiles. It was just to make sure. I mean, it is going across, we just don't see it, right? And I'd rather have it working properly. There we go. Give them a higher priority and that'll fix the issue. Alright, in the next cycle, we will send Rowan. How's the oxygen? Okay, oxygen is looking good in here. Do we have any extra ethanol that we can bring into that liquid lock that we did not get already? Okay, we've gotten all of it from right there. Is there anything else? There's a bunch right here, but we aren't going to pull that up. We want to keep our oak rows. I don't see it anywhere else. What's in here? There's crude oil in that one. Yeah, we're kind of okay. I mean, at least these two different areas are separated, so we don't lose oxygen. Yep, that's plenty. But now they shouldn't have radiation issues, so we will do this forever and ever. Doesn't need to be at the highest priority though. We'll do like a 7. Perfect. Okay. Why are we going in there? Yeah, you shouldn't be going in there just to use the restroom. You silly duplicate. I kind of figured we would miss this. Okay, let's go choose blueprint. When the day saves. Alright, we got sweet larva. Why not? Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff going on. Not in regards to critters. Right, we have a bunch in here and we just keep incubating them. That's just to give us, make sure we have enough food. Not that we are hurting for food in any way, shape, or form. Alright. Did Rowan go to the rocket? Yes. Fueled, sufficient oxidizer, drill cone, cargo, crew aboard, and launch. whoosh! Away we go! Love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. Alright. Hopefully, we come back with some extra good stuff on this rocket. It's 0.6 cycles, so before the end of this cycle, that one will be back. Let's go back over here. Yeah, that'll be finished up. And then we can just let the crude fall directly down underneath. Okay, let's change the priority of all this so that they have easier access. Oh, something that I forgot about that we need to make sure we are taking care of. Let's work on the fertilizer synthesizer. Oh, I hate that one so much. Not that I hate it, I did the naming. It's just the naming, right? Okay, so what we did here was we 1, 2, 3, and then we want to go this way, and then add it here. Okay. And then now we're going to get rid of all this extra piping so that way we can put our fertilizer synthesizers. Do you get my problem here? Oh my gosh. 1 and 2. I think this would be a better idea if we decided to close it off, because it's going to have natural gas on the inside. Yeah, we'll probably also need some sort of liquid lock here. You know, why don't we do Mafic rock? I really don't care if we... what am I thinking of here? I don't mind if we transfer heat in and out of this location. Okay. And then we need another bottle emptier. I just don't want this natural gas to go all over the place. I don't find that to be a very smart way to handle this. So we are going to... Yeah, what we're going to do is just... You're trapped. Who's trapped? Oh, that's why you're trapped. Got it. How about now? Now are you trapped? Yes. Yeah, build that and then you won't be trapped anymore. You can jump right through. Perfect. Okay. Anyways, I don't want this natural gas that's going to come out of the fertilizer synthesizers in the rest of the atmosphere. I don't care to have that intermingle, because then we have to deal with it, and I don't want to deal with it. So we need a couple of things. We need a storage bin here. We're going to need a shipping auto sweeper that's going to deliver. We are going to need phosphorate. So we're going to have phosphorate in here. For the moment, we'll have a manual delivery system for the phosphorate. I'm not going to sit here and provide just automatic delivery yet, though I may change that in the near future. It's not high on my priority list of things to do. We need some conductive wire. That's going to go straight across, and then up and over, and then right here, we need a conductive bridge. We're using iron. We're not using any gold or steel or any of the more valuable materials. So that's going to keep it nice and light on the metal budget. Let's see. We may need to add another. There we go. That'll fix that. What else? What else? What else? What else? We do need a delivery system for the fertilizer. So Let's go. This has access to all the way across the board, right? It sure does. Okay, we're gonna go over and up and over. That should be sufficient to our needs with the shipping. Okay, that's made out of gold. Not sure if that's going to be necessary or not to be out of gold, but let's check our other asteroid while we let them fix that. Okay, all this crude oil has been mopped up. Let's open this one up and let it fall down. Then we'll mop that up and start clearing this area. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Since this is going to be a perfect size for our next option. We're going to move the gas pump over here because that just seems logical to me. Probably get rid of all of this as well. How's this doing? This is actually working really nicely. I'm pleasantly surprised at how much everything is keeping up. You know, figuring out your inputs and outputs, it's very important. I know I've touched base on it a little bit, but the inputs and outputs are not just, hey, how much water are you getting and how much are you sending? It's more all across the board kind of thoughts. It's, okay, how much natural gas is going in here, into here to provide to our power generators? How much temperature is getting converted from the polluted water to the atmosphere behind, to the oil wells, to everything else. So when everything is a conversion, and once you understand how all of that gets manipulated, it really simplifies the game. I'm thinking in long-term scenarios where you need to know all of, hey, I need to make sure that we're prepared. If we left our Ani save up, would the duplicants survive if we went AFK for an extended period of time? That's how much I would like to create some automation. Like, I want to make sure that I can have that capability if possible, because to me, it's like Satisfactory, right? It's like Factorio. If we have everything set up, we can just leave and come back, and it should be fine. Coffee sip, sorry. Anyways, not to go on too much of a tangent, but for long-term sake, figuring out the problem solving and taking your time and making the right choices is crucial in this game. So, just kind of learning and just and playing how you want to play. That is key, because you shouldn't just play how other people tell you to play, but take what they say and learn from it and use it in your own way, right? That's what I have learned from all the feedback that I've been provided during most of the different runs, from all of the different individuals that have provided some really good constructive criticism. You know, I thank you, because it makes it easier, it makes it better, and it makes me play the game in a more efficient manner. So the reason that I'm talking about all this stuff is we started this journey in March, right? We started this journey of creating a guide, creating a beginner-friendly sort of playthrough, and in my eyes, it can only get better, right? Even though my original first 100 episodes probably was not the best, it's a starting point for anybody that's struggling, right? And continuing to learn, continuing to provide feedback. It's always an evolving process. So you hear me constantly say things along the lines of, you know, providing positive feedback to everybody, having that positive mindset, always learning and always adapting. Like, I always try to do that because, you know what, you don't know who needs to hear that type of stuff, right? Anyways, enough tangents. Let's continue on. I'm sorry that we get on a lot of tangents sometimes. For me, it seems it's very important. Oh, that looks cool. Didn't know that it looked like that. It's important for me to show empathy and to show, oh my gosh, what is that? Egg, oh, that is so cool. A rainbow colored egg? Sorry. Getting distracted, but that looks great. The last thing on that type of feedback in the game and why I try to provide that positive mindset is you just don't know who needs to hear it, right? And you don't know how people are going to react. And in my mind, I would like everybody to feel great about their playthroughs, to understand that whatever they learn in here could be probably applied elsewhere, right? They could apply it to other games, you could apply it to real life if you really want to, those kinds of important things. So anyways, enough of Dom's TED Talk. Let's just finish up with some of the different things we're trying to accomplish, like not having a slickster that is taking the carbon dioxide here, and let's wrangle it and put it where it belongs. No, don't wrangle it. We're just gonna get rid of it. Remove the slickster. I don't want any more of this crude oil. Nobody likes wet tootsies, so let's take care of that business right away. Okay, so now we're gonna have a colorful egg right next to the regular egg. That is so cool. Crack, 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 crack. So exciting. All right, let's take the egg. Let's put you here. We're gonna need another pedestal area. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna throw all of the coffee mugs down here, and then we'll have all of the cool different artifacts along the rows here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right. Did they finish some of this stuff? They did. They definitely did. But we need to finish up this even more. Let's get the granite plates done. Temp shift plates. I want to get those completed. That way we have a even better... Oh, hold on. Who's trapped? Who's trapped and how did you get trapped? Are we still trapped is the question. It would say trapped if they were trapped, so I don't think so. All right. That's fine. Rot pile, that's fine. Flooding, entombment. Steam turbines. Yeah, it's pretty cold up there. And all we're using is polluted water, so. Okay, let's look at the temperature. This is staying nice and cold, like we expected it to. Down here is pretty hot, but honestly, it's not too bad. We look over here, still staying cold, still staying cold. This is going to get better once we have the temp shift plates, right? It's gonna be a lot easier to keep everything at a better temperature. This is pretty hot. You may need to add, well, we're gonna move this gas pump anyways, so I'm not too worried about that gas pump. Okay, that can go away. And then let's pick up all of this stuff here. And that will be in the next episode. So, we had a lot of good conversation. We did accomplish a few cool things. We got an awesome looking egg right here next to the other egg. Look at this. Artifacts are starting to really pan out. While I'm talking, we'll just kind of put the coffee mugs where we actually want them instead. But if you have any comments, questions, all of those good feedback, please provide it in the comment section below. I would truly appreciate that. I do enjoy answering any questions or learning about anything that I should be doing differently, and that way we can showcase it in the gameplay. We are probably, I want to say, about 60 to 70% through our playthrough. So far, I think we've made very, very good progress, and we're just going to continue on until we reach the end. So that's it for this one, folks. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.